Alrighty, boyos, welcome back to Realm 2 Builds. Today we are looking at the Torpedo 2 class light destroyer. It's based off of the Torpedo 1 class light destroyer, although given sufficient upgrades to warrant a new class fixture. With upgraded engines, heat dispersion, weapon systems, uh, everything, well, technically the in-universe, the structure of the entire ship and armor plating has been vastly improved, although it's literally the same blocks. So, that's a thing. Exterior overview of the ship. We have one 3-meter long uh, railgun turret, dual railgun turret there. Another one on the dorsal hull, or ventral hull. That's ventral, that's dorsal. Moving along aft, we have 4-point defense masers up top, 4 down below, with 2 in back, with a new heat dispersion based engine that provides some force for acceleration, but it's mostly for dispersing heat, as well as 2 small and 2 slightly less small radiators on the hull. Other than that, it looks pretty similar to the Torpedo 1. Of course, we have standard 2x2 torpedo, 2x2 torpedo tubes, 10 torpedo tubes up top, 10 just below the middle line, and then another 20 on the other side, with 1 up top and one below, with the access hatch for receiving more torpedoes in the belly. Here we got one airlock on one side, airlock on the other, and I believe the ship is 87 meters long externally. Here is the bridge, but we'll move back into the common area with I'm not entirely sure why most of the stuff is in there, but it is. Moving forward, we have the upper weapons, the upper torpedo bay, or deck, and the lower torpedo deck with the aforementioned hatch, as well as the lift mechanism to move them up. Here we have the forward torpedo bay with most of the torpedoes, as well as the ammunition box for the railguns, as well as the forward-facing light maser, the anti-ship light maser type dealio right there. Moving along the ventral side of the ship, we have the bathroom with the classiest of shower heads. We have the crew quarters, lavish I know, with room up here for personal belongings. Aft we have the reactor room with 2 micro-reactors and a single microgravity projector. That's used for ship propulsion, with the micro-reactors feeding energy to the system. Ascending this ladder, we are back into the bridge with captain's chair, nav, and weapons, and communications, and piloting and whatnot here. There is... here is an image of the Torpedo 2. And here is an image of the Torpedo 1. They're basically the same ship. And behold, the Torpedo 1 destroyer. Excuse the structure blocks, this is what I used to copy the ship. So, starting up top, we have the standard chemically propelled gun, similar to modern naval weapons, with a sensor there. That's not a maser. Those are, though, in the back. As well as another gun on the bottom. More masers along the bottom, but placed in less good positions. I don't think there was any aft, as well as a standard reaction mass-based propulsion system. With notably less munitions. There's 7 on the bottom. Here we have the forward maser significantly less powerful than the new one. And then with an older airlock design, using multiple doors, and of course the same stuff in the forward bay. Why does that say 62? Oh, 62 internal space, and then 87 meters long. Again, bridge. But we're here for the new stuff, the different stuff. You got the guns. That's the ammo box for the guns, as well as dual microreactors, the older style, to directly feed the maser. Same just about everything else in this ship. Again, except for one medium-sized reactor directly feeding the engines. I don't know why that is a thing. I really don't know why that exists. Also, we had different chairs in the command deck. So that is the tour or the Realm 2 builds of both the Torpedo 2 and the Torpedo 1 class light destroyers. Although when the Torpedo 1 was built, it was just called the Torpedo, and it was a standard-sized destroyer. That was a destroyer. Now it is considered a light destroyer, or maybe even a frigate. It's hard to say. Well, in that case, have a good evening, lads, and I hope that you will give me a like and a comment, because it really, it makes me do the feel-goods.